Thank you, Madam Speaker and members. I don't know that I can add much to the ethics of this. I think we all know a deal was the deal. I was here. We didn't like the budget package. None of us did. But we got together and we negotiated. And this was a huge part. ACA 4 was a huge part. And it wasn't all that anybody wanted. It really is not as strong as it should be. And it doesn't take effect until there is extra funds. But what I can speak to is the wall of debt that we're supposedly delaying this for so that we can pay off. It's true, in 2004 and thereafter, we added about $50 billion in voter-approved debt to this House, and members who have been here before this year have heard me speak about this. Debt will soon encompass what? I think debt and pension is going to be 15% of our general fund. That is huge. That is huge, and it will continue to grow, because we have voter-approved bonds that this House placed on the ballot for people to approve. They did in good faith because they trusted the legislature at that time. Now, what we have is a statement that our state's fiscal health is finally healing. I don't see that. I see trigger cuts coming up because we counted on revenues we don't have. Now, I have all the empathy in the world for this new governor coming into this situation that is such a catastrophe. However, we lived it. We went through 5 budgets in 2 years, and we came up with this ACA to try to help going forward. I'll be out of here by 2014. I won't be here. Many of you will be in your final term, looking for the next position or the next job. That's the problem here. We have this revolving door. So this is in place for future, and it needs to be. It really needs to be, because we are not paying down the debt, because nobody really understands what happened that's here this year, understands what happened last year and the year before, and I don't understand what happened before I got here. So we need this continuity, because our debt is very fast growing, and we're not paying down debt. We are actually allowing ourselves to borrow easier at higher interest rates. That's why we're escalating in the interest payments. Our state is one of the lowest rated states in the nation. Now, we periodically bounce back up, and there's a little bit of good faith here, but we are maxed out. That's why we're only borrowing on projects about maybe $1 billion at a time and spreading it out. And that's one of the reasons I have been railing, literally, about adding another huge major infrastructure project like high-speed rail without any accounting. Because we won't be here to know what the outcome of our decisions are. We won't be here. We have to set some of these criteria in place. And with the 3 years I've been up here, I have delved into our state's finances. And I know what the issues are. We were fundamentally bankrupt when I got here, and we are still fundamentally bankrupt. We can't meet our payments. And we lost a lot of federal funding that we got as gratis the first 2 years, and that funded education. That's not coming back. So I'm begging you to please not interfere with the initiative process, although I think it needs a strong reform, because I really think that we have gotten out of winning elections and taking responsibility for the job we're supposed to be doing up here and sending everything down to the voters so we can escape the responsibility and say the voters decided it. I think we need to, as a body, set policies like this, the ACA 4, in place so that we know when we go, at least we did something. If the voters approve, and the voters have all said they wanted a rainy day fund, that we've done something that will last for a while, although not perfect, will help improve our situation and ensure that we've left an impact that future legislators will be able to use and won't have to, again, struggle, because they'll have a few limits, and they'll be able to start reducing the debt that was so abused and so overused before I got up here and before any of you got up here. So I request a no vote on this. It's too loaded. We do need initiative reform, but we have to, absolutely
Thank you, Ms.
must
Harkey.
have this initiative.